journey began a couple years ago when I actually tried to commit suicide, ended up in the hospital, and realized that I also had a problem with alcohol. And so I was in and out of treatment for most of 2019, and then relapsed, and then ended back in Evolutions this year. The bottom point for me, the first time I went into treatment, I didn't acknowledge that I had a problem. But right before I came into treatment this time, actually, I met somebody that was also an alcoholic, and I realized how chaotic and unmanageable her life had become, and I realized that mine was just as bad. So far, the experience has been great. Everybody here, the techs, the therapists, everybody, the nurses, they really care about our recovery and care about us as people. There's people here that I've told things to that I haven't told anyone before, and I've gotten a lot of therapy and just a lot of beneficial recovery so far from Evolutions. Greatest thing I've learned so far is taking things one day at a time. I am somebody that will future trip and get anxiety over everything in the future and try to figure out every last minute of my life until the day I die in one sitting, and then I'll get anxiety about it. And so she's good at reminding me to just take things one day at a time. The hardest lesson is that I cannot control other people and what they do. I have a tendency to get really frustrated and let myself get worked up when people are not acting the same way that I think they should act or behaving. And I've had to realize that people are on their own journey. They've got their own expectations, their own level of maturity, that type of thing, and I cannot control that. Definitely ask for help. It's really hard, and I worried about people judging me and how it was gonna affect my life and especially my career. But in the end, it's turned out for the best. And the reality is that I would probably be dead in a few years if I continued to continue drinking. So it's whatever reservations or whatever is keeping you from getting help, just realize that you might not have it to even worry about if you don't stop. So.